Hello YouTube, how are you doing? Welcome back to Newcom's YouTube channel. Today we have a very exciting unboxing and review for you. We just unboxed the Rapoo VH510, a gaming headset with a virtual 7.1 surround sound with RGB lighting, which we're gonna get to in a second. So let's talk about the design of this beautiful RGB headset. So you can see the lighting here, all right? It's got this sort of like beehive thing going on at the headsets, the cups, the cups of the headset. So it does give it a very gaming looking vibe. I mean, it does look like a gaming headset. There's also some light bleeding from this strips here. There's like 5 of them on each cup. It looks nice. But the thing that I wish they could have implemented is that the lighting, I wish it was customizable, but the lighting is not customizable. It just breathes through the different colors that it has. So the lighting is not customizable, but it still gives you a good looking RGB headset. Now let's talk about the frame and the whole body of the headset. It's not a super lightweight headset. It's got a bit of a heft to it, even though it is a plastic build. There is some metal here though. There's metal here, which does feel nice, but I guess it does add to the weight of it a little bit. Maybe that's the reason why it's not super light. I mean, the cups are hollow, but it still has some heft to it. And you do also notice that heft when you put it on your head. Speaking of putting it on your head, it does put some pressure around your ear, but just enough to create the isolation. The isolation of this, the passive, of course, the passive noise isolation, because it doesn't have any active noise isolation or cancellation. The passive noise isolation of these cups, these massive over-ear cups, is excellent. I could even barely hear myself speaking when I had these headphones on. So the isolation is very strong. It's probably because of these super soft and super thick foam paddings on the cups with this really nice feeling, I would assume, faux leather. I mean, it is faux leather. It's not genuine leather. That would bring up the price of this thing quite a bit, but it's done really well. It doesn't feel cheap at all. So the foam and the faux leather on top of the foam does make it super comfortable, even though there is some really decent isolation going on. Now onto this part right here, you can see it's flexible. It almost has a spring-like action going on here, which means that you don't really have to adjust anything like a lot of the headsets. You need to like first adjust it and then put it on your head, but it kind of just adjusts itself and you don't really feel much pressure because the padding is really wide. So the pressure is spread very evenly on the top of your head and you don't even really feel this top metal part. It's just for the framing of it, which is very strong and very flexible, may I add. So overall, I'm a big fan of the design with the RGB lighting and also with the metal frame and the super nice foam and the padding on the cups themselves. So it feels really comfortable. I would imagine it would get a little bit cumbersome and you would start to sweat after a couple hours of gaming, but you know, that's I guess you could say on the human race. Because you sweat when you have something pressing on your skin for a while. That's just how we're built. It's not the fault of the headset. I mean, of course, there are some other headsets that put less pressure, but those headsets don't offer the same level of isolation that the VH510 provides. So there is that. Now, moving on to the sound quality, I was actually pleasantly surprised when I heard that the bass isn't overdone in this gaming headset. The bass is still there. I mean, it's still, I guess you could say, above average. Not in terms of quality, there's more bass than you would normally find on an average headset because it is supposed to be a gaming headset. So why do you want more bass? Well, because in like shooter games, or I don't know, if you're playing PUBG or Counter-Strike or something like that, you would want the gunfire and the explosions especially to have just a little bit more oomph to them and you would achieve that with extra bass, which this headset, like many other gaming headsets, offers. But it doesn't go overboard with the bass. There's not too much bass. There's just enough that you can call this a gaming headset, but not too much that it would hinder the music listening experience. The pleasantly surprised bit that I told you about was actually when I was listening to music. It performs quite well as a gaming headset, but when a gaming headset performs well as in a music listening experience scenario, that's when I am pleasantly surprised. And I could notice that there was a good bit of separation, there was a good bit of clarity, and the bass wasn't just muddy. It wasn't just there for there to be more bass. It wasn't bad bass. It was just a little bit more bass. So I could still enjoy some music on these, and they're not just meant to be used in games. And that part I can definitely appreciate, because a lot of gaming headsets, they just crank the bass up. The bass even sounds very muddy, and when you actually go to listen to some music, they're not going to sound very good. But I didn't get the same sense using the VH510. So a very decent music listening experience out of these gaming headsets. And I guess to me, that's my favorite part about this headset. Now, let's talk about the microphone. Let's not talk about the microphone. Let's just listen to a sample. So guys, now you are hearing my voice from the Rapoo VH510 gaming headset. This is to show you how it sounds like and whether the microphone is good enough and you can hear my voice clearly or not. I will say that the microphone quality is just about average. It's the kind of signature that we have come to expect from tinny gaming headset microphones. The sound is kind of tinny, but a lot of other gaming headsets have this kind of sound to them because there's not a whole lot of space in here to be able to have good sound. But a couple of nice touches in the design of this headset and the microphone. You have this toggle right on the microphone, and it's not hidden in the wire somewhere that you would have to look around to find the controls. It's right here. You can even see it. It's in your peripheral vision, so you can turn it off and on just here. And also another nice bit of control is this volume knob here on the left ear cup. That when you grab the left cup, your thumb naturally rests right on this volume knob. So if you're in a pinch and there's something super loud going on the screen, you can quickly turn it down or even turn it up if you don't want to use the controls that you have on your keyboard, or if you don't have media controls on your keyboard, you can quickly do so. You can quickly use the volume knob here to change the volume. I really liked this one. I even liked it even more than the mute toggle on the microphone. So now I talked about the design, I talked about the audio quality, but the price is what brings all of these together. For the price, for the money that you're spending on the VH510, you're getting a lot of headset. You're getting good design. It definitely looks the part of a gaming headset. You've got RGB lighting going on. You've got a metal frame here. You've got really comfortable foam paddings. You've got just about enough bass to be able to call this a gaming headset, but not too much that it would ruin your music listening experience. So it's got pretty much everything you can ask at a very, very reasonable price. So if you were looking for a budget gaming headset, it is very difficult to go wrong with the VH510. So this one definitely gets a thumbs up from me, but I'm gonna leave it here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to Newcom's YouTube channel, hit the notification bell for more videos, more unboxings, more reviews on a lot of computer peripherals and a lot of other tech gadgets. So stay tuned for more videos, but I'm gonna leave it here. I'll see you all next time.